Mixon.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throw on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now Burrow on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's now 4th down.
Down. Here's Joe Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
46-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Going to give this to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. Out of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I'm... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on for
the offense. They've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And this is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Bengals 30. Steelers nothing. Sterling.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. For as big and strong as, especially when you see him in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Third down.
They run the counter. Nixon. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 37, Steelers 6. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
The kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. New was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, Nixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Nixon on the toss right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
Play action. It's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. On second down now, Nixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Bring it, baby, bring it. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they try the right side here. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Leads to 3rd down and 14.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 74 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carl Lawson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Forced out to his left. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, 4 through 7. Thanks for thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.